Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this channel, and today we are having a very, very nice talk with one of our very own Bunge member, who is mostly known as A.W.O. Sino. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Ukoaje?
Salama.
Na tuambie, unaoneleaje hii maneno ya maandamano? Wewe mwenyewe inakusaidiaje?
Maandamano inanisaidiaje? Mimi kama Mkenya, maandamano inanisaidia sababu sasa unapata kusikika. Maoni yangu inapata kusikika. Yeah.
Na juzi tumeona historia maandamano ya Wednesday. Hata ni ile kitu yenye watu saizi wanasema it's like Ruto alituma magunzo kwake kwenda kuharibu expressway, since hii expressway yenyewe yani hakuwa part of it. How do you feel about that statement? Do you think iko sawa ama it's untrue?
Thanks to one Mr. Mike Sonko. Yeah, kuna wakati alikuja akatoa expose hapo. Akituambia venye zile demonstrations zingine wakati wa uhuru walikuwa wananunua magari, wanazipeleka Ngong Road, wanazichoma, wananunua guns, wanazichoma, then wanakuja wanasema ni Raila na supporters wake wamefanya hivyo. So I'm not surprised mtu akikuja na such a theory that it's the government that hired guns to destroy the expressway. Yeah, but better still, hata kama ni hivyo, expressway is not such an issue. It's not such an issue. It's not an issue that big. Expressway zile nini tu hizo grills watu wameng'oa wakaeka kando. Alafu hizo flower pot za ujinga ziko kwa barabara watu wamepasua. So unajua it's not like
za ujinga jana wewe mwenyewe unaweza ona hii maneno ili take lots and lots of resources kabla hii story yote iko imalizike na nini, na already at least imebeautify in Nairobi yetu. Ama wewe mwenyewe uone kitu kama hiyo?
Unajua watu wanashinda hapo wakituambia expressway, yeah? The government. But the government itself, the government that is charged with the responsibility of protecting life and property, is not talking about the lives lost. The lives of Kenyans is not talking about, they are not concerned at all, they are not remorseful at all. Wanatuambia flower pots, maua na magrills zimeng'olewa, unajua. Alafu tena kitu kingine funny, kesho yake huyo CS wa transport wa roads anaitwa Murkomen. Ameshakuja ametuambia value ya hiyo destruction na akaikuota 700 million Kenyan shillings. Valuation ilifanywa sangapi? Evaluation ilifanywa sangapi? So that thing was actually staged. It was staged, and it was staged to put Azimio in bad light, and it was staged to pave way for another scandal. So 700 million Kenyan shillings hivyo, grills na maua aje. Hakuna mtu alienda kang'oa barabara huwezi ng'oa 700 million hata wewe.
But kulikuwa na distractions, hiyo ni kitu yenye si wote tunaweza.
Hiyo ilikuwa na si serikali ilituma watu wao wakaharibu barabara.
How sure are you about that statement?
Yeah, because if it barks like a dog, it looks like a dog, and it has a tail that looks like a dog. It's a dog.
So according to you, what makes you view it in a point that it looks the same thing, like it's stage managed?
Stage managed, unajua, because sisi kama Azimio protesters, we've been protesting, and never in any of our demonstrations did we destroy property, and in such a magnitude. And the government is so hell-bent to portray us as goons. So I'm not surprised, and that's why we are saying it is staged. It was staged because we are not of that caliber. We are not of that caliber. So it is them, not us.
Na hiyo siku ya maandamano bado tumeona mjamaa mwenye alijifunga na nyororo literally hapo tao, at least aweze ku air out his own point of view about this government. And kuangalia vizuri ilikuwa siku ya maandamano. Na yeye mwenyewe maskari walikuwa wako ready kumfurusha hapo. Na hakuwa armed, of which it is not right. Kila mtu ako na right to exercise his or her own point of view about whatever is happening, and we all have a right to protest. We mwenyewe, do you feel it was correct of these people kuanza kufurusha huyo msi na alikuwa unarmed? Ni venye tu alikuwa na mabango.
You know, the police, I don't know how we are going to fix this constitution so that the police service is completely independent. I don't know whether making them a fourth arm of government, like following the judiciary and the legislature, will help. Because the police force that we have are actually doing what they're not supposed. They're actually doing the opposite of what they are mandated to do. Unajua, when it comes to these maandamanos, the police are supposed to escort us, the people. If we say that we are going to State House, they are supposed to escort us to State House to take over. That's their job. That's supposed to be their job. They are not supposed to be defending the president and his presidency. They are not supposed to be doing that. So I'm not even surprised that they are, whatever they did to the activist, the lone activist, was just in the direction of muzzling Kenyans.
But acha nikukate hapo kidogo. Wakati president amekuwa sworn in, he is the commander in chief from that point onwards. Don't you feel like these police wako under, yani wana follow instructions for them, like it's a rule, si eti kutaka kwao? Because most of the police out here, wao wenyewe wanaona vizuri hawataki hii government and they are not comfortable. Wao mwenyewe unasema hapa vizuri eti these people are supposed to be escorting you to State House. Don't you think that's not logical?
Yeah, that's the law. That's the law. If we are the people and have decided to take back our sovereignty, it is not the work of the police to fight us, because we are the people and the power belongs to us. I'm saying that
because wewe mwenyewe umesema the same police are the one who are supposed to be escorting you to State House, which is untrue and
no,
very,
it is
very
true
incorrect.
Because while they are escorting us, they are escorting us to ensure that we are safe, that we are not going to be attacked by goons hired by the government or whoever. So they're supposed to be escorting us and ensuring our safety. Unajua, they're supposed to be there watching and protecting business. That's all.
Goons. Why should the government be hiring goons? Yet, wakona the whole police, from AP, KDF, police, name it, wakona hiyo security yote. What do you think they have? Yani wakona ile need ya ku hire out our goons tena kukuja ku bring up more destruction to this Kenya?
The government doesn't have the police, doesn't have the KDF or anything. Though it's the people it's the people that's having these services, KDF, name is the people, not the government, not the president, not the deputy president. Because speaking of the government, of course you know we are the government, but I bet you are referring to Dr. Ruto and his deputy. So the police and the military are not there to serve the president and the deputy. They are there to serve the people.
The government, they are on the side of government because our president is the CNC, the commander-in-chief. You know what that means? He is the head. You know, yeye mwenyewe ndiye akitoa amri lazima ifuatwe. Kwa nini? Yeye ndio badoko amekalia kiti.
You know, everyone, the people, the people are in charge of themselves. The people determine for themselves. What happens that we are electing leaders is because of representation, So we give our sovereignty to a leader or leaders to act on our behalf. That does not make them the gods to control and be in charge and assume that the resources that we have are theirs, be it police, those are our resources. So let it be very clear that it's not their property, we are the people, and if we decide to take back our sovereignty, then that's our decision.
If it is your decision, then by now, all of you, the Azimio protesters and the let's say the whole of Kenya. Saizi mngekuwa mshaandamana moja kwa moja hadi wapi? Muende in Luo tunasema kulokoloch. Dikoruse lokoloch. Unaona? But it seems mimi sijui nikwambia je, lakini hapo mali unasema it's upon you guys kuenda kuchukua kitu yenye mnataka. No, hapo naoma umekosea.
The power belongs to us according to the Constitution, Article 1 can refer to that. But the reason why our maandamano has not been, they have not been successful is because of what we are talking about, misuse of the police force. That's why we have not managed to take back our power.
So what do you think, or what do you feel like should be done in order for you guys to have a peaceful protest, at least to minimize the rate of injuries and bloodshed and lives lost?
Our protests have always been peaceful. What we are experiencing is rioting. And rioting comes because of interference by the police officers. Yeah, that's why we now riot in turn. Yeah, after obstructing us, after denying us our rights to assemble. Yeah.
Speaking of that, what do you feel is the main role of the police during the protests?
The role of the police remains during the protest, after the protest, before the protest, without the protest, within the protest, to maintain law and order.
Okay.
To maintain law and order, such that we are marching, we are picketing peacefully, without destroying property and without infringing on other people's rights.
Okay.
That's all. That's all they're supposed to be doing.
Okay. That's
yeah.
Nice. What do you have to say? Next week's maandamano imekuwa 3 days in a row. What do you feel like it will affect more in this country and the economic status right now?
What's happening? We are fixing this economy. Let it not be misunderstood that the 3-day maandamano is a recipe for further crippling of the economy. No, to put it in the wise words of one Mr. Honorable A.W.O, that for something to be fixed, something must be broken. For a building to be put up, the ground must be broken into. For a crop to sprout, the ground must break. And for a child to be born, something must also break. So what we are doing here is that we are fixing this economy with this maandamano. We are not destroying the economy. The economy is already in shambles. So what we are doing is we are fixing it. No, it may appear that we are further destroying the economy, and that's the undoing of the executive, yeah? Because they are not giving us an easy time to fix this economy. Otherwise, right now as we are speaking, we would have overthrown the government a very long time ago, or taken back our power and gave it to somebody else who is more responsible.
Can you relate this protest to serious protest? That time they decided to overthrow the government. They went straight to their own state house, the citizens themselves. Do you think that can be implemented in Kenya, and for it to be successful, what do you feel like should be done by Kenyans themselves?
Now, 3-day maandamano. 3 days is too much. 3 days is too much. So I'm expecting the sovereignty to be back in the hands of the people of Kenya by Friday, or even let's say before Friday. All we need is a determination from Kenyans. Waamuke na because on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday umesikia Ruto na Gachagua wakisema hakutakuwa na maandamano. So we know what they are going to do. First, they are going to close the entry and exit points of and to the estates, so that there's no coming out, unajua, or in large numbers. So what Kenyans are supposed to do, wajitokeze polepole, ni kama wanaenda kazi, wapande matatu kama watapanda, kama watapanda matatu wapande gari, tunaelekea Kamukunji, hapo ndo tunaenda kuconverge. Because in large numbers hao polisi watatuweza. Wanatuweza tu kama tuko in small numbers, yeah, in small pockets. But tukiwa pale Kamukunji tumeconverge hapo, tutawaweza. So every Kenya na kuche. Then kama kawaida wataturushia matia gas, watataka disperse, watataka derail on our journey to State House, because najua tunataka breakfast tupate State House kitu saa 4 saa 5 saa 2 saa 4 saa 5 tumeshafika State House. So watatuzuia, na tukiwa wachache watatuzuia zaidi. Ndio tunasema Wakenya wajitokeze, wamama, watoto, acha watoto watapotea, wazee wajitokeze. Tulisema kuna wale waoga wanaogopa tear gas, wanaogopa marisasi, lakini kuna wale wenye si waoga. Kama sisi majasiri tutakaa mbele.
Lakini ukiangalia hizo maandamano zingine na hii ya jana, let's talk of the previous maandamano. The previous maandamano was a bit successful. Na hii ingine ya juzi naona mulikaliwa. Don't you feel like hapa hii ingine hizi zenye mmepangilia hapa next mnaona mkipigwa 10-0?
Sasa si ndio strategy ndio mimi nawapatia. Ndio kunasema sasa wajitokeze wote, sisi wenye tuko na ujasiri tutakaa mbele. Sisi ndio tutapambana na wale maskari na zile tiagasi zao na zile risasi zao. Then kuna wale waoga watakaa nyuma, watakaa mbele. Kama umekuwa ukiona hizo clip, huwa ni msafara ndefu sana. Wengine wako kule kilomita kadhaa. So wao wakuja wakae nyuma. Hawa mama wakuja wakae nyuma, huko nyuma, wazee wakuja wakae nyuma. Sisi ndio tunapambana na maskari, unajua. So Kenya tunataka tu ni numbers. Tukiwa wengi majasiri na waoga, bora sisi tumefika, tunapush. Askari wanatoka mbio, wanaenda. Alafu mambo mengine mimi nilikuwa nayo, tukue na tiagasi zetu pia. Unajua pale askari tunawarushia tiagasi zao, sisi tumeshoka kutumia tiagasi zao za wenyewe. Tunataka tiagasi zetu fresh 100% full. Tunarusha inawalipukia. Within minutes wamedisperse pia hao. Unajua pia ni waoga. In fact hao askari ni waoga sana bana, hata kutushinda.
Don't you feel like hao askari pia they are just people like you, but lakini mbona hii unyama wote ikifika wakati wa maandamano?
Because unajua wanakosea. Baba ameita maandamano yetu.
They are on their line of duty. That's one thing you guys should understand.
They are not on their line of duty. Their duty when tulisha define ni kutu protect sisi kama waandamanaji. Unajua si kutusumbua. Hiyo ndio duty yao yenye tulisha define. Unajua wale wanakuja kwa maandamano yetu bila kuinvitiwa.
Wakiwa protect.
Why are they taking bite? Why are they rioting?
Nani ata protect the government? Wakiamua ku protect the
We are taking back our mandate, so we don't have a president. We don't recognize him. So there's nothing to protect there. We are taking back our mandate. Unajua? Yeah, we are taking back our mandate.
I feel like you guys should be more civilized and do this thing kwa njia yenye at least yenye mna favor.
Civilization.
Angalie, ona. Hao watu wamekuwa kwa line. Hapo tuko hapa kwa maaskari. Hao watu wamekuwa kwa line juni kazi. You know? Hakuna venye wataachilia kazi yao eti waende waandamane. Wako hapa kujua kusaidia gava.
Sasa kama wataacha kazi ni sawa. Wewe acha wakae hapo, sisi tunakuja. Na ndio tunasema pia sisi tunataka tiagasi zetu.
Nini mnadhani wakifanya itapunguza hii maneno ya kuumiza watu, kuua watu na wao wenyewe pia kuumizwa, wao pia wanaumia? Unajua
hii ni vita, kitu moja tunafaa kujua, because unaona wanatuua na wafai kutuua. So in fact it's an unfair war. Because they are armed, we are not armed.
Let me ask you one scenario. Let's say you are a policeman. Let's say uko armed. You only have one gun. Maraia wamekukujia. Mbogi ya mtumbao. Wewe mwenyewe utafanya nini? Uko peke yako.
Nafaa kwenda zangu, nafaa kutoroka. These are the people. Yeah, these are the people and they are unarmed.
Utakimbia wapi? Na ni kama mob imekukujisha kuwataka.
Nafaa kukimbia niende kwangu. Unafanya nini hapo? Yeah, hiyo sasa ni mimi kama ningekuwa policeman, because unajua as honorable Babu puts it, yeah.
Ni sawa utakimbia, lakini
the squeeze is not worth the juice. Unajua mshahara 18,000 bana, it's not worth hiyo kazi yenye nini nimewekewa hapo kama ningekuwa afisa.
Kwa hivyo waende wa resign wote.
Si ndio mtu atoke mbio aende zake bana. Yeah, wanafanya nini kwa maandamano yetu?
Achane na wewe.
No, wanafanya nini kwa maandamano yetu in the first place? Baba hakuwaita. Why are they joining us?
Wewe unataka wakose hapo. Nani alinde president? Nani alinde, yani hiyo side, the other side of the government. They are there to protect the president, and that's their job. And to enforce law and order.
Let them continue doing that. Si tutapatana nao on Monday na Tuesday na Wednesday.
So guys, mmesikia hiyo imekuwa just a small talk with our very own protester number 1 hapa anaitwa A.W.O, sino. Na guys, wakati mnaenda maandamano, try muachili, yani isikakuwe ni kama mnapiga na vita against this policeman. Goal ni moja, wao wenyewe pia wanaumia, hii side nyingine ya uchumi, na pia nyinyi mnaumia. So wacha isikakuwe ni kama mnapiga maaskari. So thank you and keep it locked here. This is Local TV.